Okay.
Is
So,
Andy here?
no, Andy,
Oh,
remember she was doing her training for her new
oh,
job.
right.
So she
Yeah.
was going to try and sneak in if she could, but she wasn't sure if she could.
Okay.
And I was curious to see how she was doing too.
She
Um,
sent me some cinnamon. She sent me a surprise in the mail. Is that
I
why you were
know.
asking me my address, Melanie?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the right one, but I
Hmm.
wanted to make sure. Yeah, that was so sweet of her.
Oh my
She's
God,
like, I
I
want
drink
to
it
send
every
you.
single day,
She's
and
like, I want to send Andrea a little pick me up, a
oh
little.
my God, it's so good. It's the only tea that I found that I like because it's very cinnamony, and I just let it steep forever. And I have this clean canteen, and so I put it in last night, and it stays hot all night. So I
Yeah,
just wake up in the morning and unscrew it, and it's super potent cinnamon, and it's all warm. Yum.
that's
Oh,
really
nice.
I know it's changed my life. And I gave the other box to Sandy, and now I'm freaking out because I'm going to run out. But it's
and
cool because
it's
I
funny that Eric said in the video today that yep, cinnamon is in absolutely.
I know I was like, thank God, please don't take my only thing.
So how I'll start with you, Andrea. How is it going with for you? You've been
um
little trouble flipping the switch.
Probably. I mean, some places I've read that, you should click over in 3 days, but it could take up to 2 weeks. And I think maybe today's the day for me. I didn't like crash at like 3 o'clock. I felt pretty good all day long. Um, I, I don't know. Maybe it's changing today because I've been going to bed. I mean, like, I'm just like done with the day. I'll just get like, okay, is it time to go to sleep? I don't care if it's not dark. I'm just going to go to bed because I'm over it.
Right.
Once I don't have anything to do, I start going, I start thinking, like, what is there to eat? And there's nothing to eat. So I just get all irritated and want to go to sleep.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a sign. Some people start to gain a little bit of weight. Some people start to get a little like frustrated and mad and like,
Hmm.
want to stop. Some people get cravings really bad right before the switch, get like sugar cravings super.
I got a little bit of that. It wasn't anything that I couldn't handle, but I did notice it.
Yeah.
That's why this tea kind of saved my life. I started to feel like, I don't know, because when I get bored in the evening, I'll kick back and drink beers or something, and there's like nothing. I'm like, there's like nothing for me to do. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I just haven't recreated some things to do. So I
Right.
got to start doing some other different stuff. That's all it
Which is
is.
perfect that
Because
you're
if
saying.
yeah, I mean, I'm very aware of what's going on. It doesn't mean that, I just get irritated a little bit, but I'm totally good. I haven't gained any weight, but I really haven't lost any. I really haven't lost any. I mean, I'm really feeling like this weekend I'm going to see 159.
So maybe you might want to start thinking, take out like the coconut.
I did already.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I
All
did
right.
that. I did that today. I just decided not to because I feel like I've already taken the coconut milk out,
Hmm.
but and I use the coconut oil. I'm not going to take the coconut oil out. It's just those little coconut chips. I realize they're sweet.
Right.
So, and I don't drink coconut water. I took that out a long time ago. So I'm just gonna stay with the old savory feature. I put the everything but the bagel in my Alka-Jar this morning. Did you hear me?
Hey, that sounds.
Wow.
It gives you a little extra texture, a little
Well, it was
something
just,
to
well, it was, yeah, it was different. There wasn't any texture because it was all ground up, but I could taste it in there. It was just different. I
Mm.
just wanted to see what it would be like. Because I do put salt in my Alka-Jar because I'm trying to get some salt, you know, just because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're supposed to get some.
And you're
And
still you walk the dogs,
I do. Then I'm going to the gym.
so you're not getting your heart rate up too high, right? Because that
No,
could be hindering it. Okay. I mean, Eric went over all that today, so
Yeah.
Yes.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're close, and I know it's frustrating. Just hang in.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not that frustrated.
I'm a little frustrated because I turned off, like, I must have had sugar somehow. So I need to figure out and take out, my coconut, because I did make soup with coconut milk. So I need to turn it back on. I need to cut some stuff out myself.
Yeah. It's really weird because in the past I haven't done this particularly, but I've done something different, and I mean, I really felt like I was in ketosis, and but I wasn't having. I mean, I was having like diet sodas and diet this and diet that during that time, But I wasn't having. I guess I wasn't having any sugar, like no tomatoes, no avocado. I wasn't having those types of things. But I didn't have.
Avocado's okay though. Don't worry about that. You can keep that in.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I really don't eat a lot of tomatoes. I will in the summertime probably, but so I can stay away from those, I think.
Yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing and trying,
Yeah.
Hang in there. I know it's hard and it's boring and it's the same old, and just try and stay creative with your food and stay full, and it will happen. I'm sure you're really close. Stay positive.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I realize it's just something's just I don't know what the deal is, but it's I have faith that I'm not going to go 90 days and just sit here the same. I think it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like in May, I'll be pissed off if I'm still like 160. I'll be like,
I mean, I know that. What about your bowel movements? Because you went from constipated kind of to
no, just for that one time.
And
so I just eat some coconut oil, and I think it helps me to just be okay. Yeah, it was just that one time. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
I'm pretty fine. Yeah, I haven't ever gone a day without, using the bathroom.
And how about your energy? Are you having?
I'm a little bit better, like I said today. That was becoming a drag, just like crashing out at 3.
Yeah.
That was really a bummer for me. I just didn't like that.
So it's kind of steady all day, and you're not.
Yeah, today. I mean, I feel a little bit hazy in my eyes, but that's okay. It's not anything like it has been. So I feel like it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm hoping, because if it goes back the other direction, that'll be frustrating. But if this is like the first day and it's gonna start being like this, I just want to feel happy and have a crap load of energy, and I do feel a lot better than I have felt in the past. I just don't want any, that's the reason I don't drink home brewed coffee, is because I don't like that 2 p.m. crash,
Right.
So this is, I don't like that. I'm not a napper. I am the grouchy. If I take a nap, I am no fun when I wake up from a nap in the daytime. I'm like, get away.
Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like you're just. I know it's frustrating, but
I'm not frustrated. It's just getting, it's just what it is. I'm not frustrated is too big of a word. It's I'm a little bored here and there, but I'm not frustrated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You'll know if I'm frustrated. I'll be calling you.
I know you're good. You are great. You're great at cooking good, yummy things, and you're having no problem, I'm sure, keeping yourself full.
Yeah.
You're fading out. I can't hear you, Mel.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, good. Is there anything you want to share? Anything else, Andrea?
Not that I can think of right now. That's about it.
Okay.
How are you guys?
How are you, Paula?
I'm pretty good. I had an unusual thing happen. Monday night, I had a lot of pain, and Tuesday morning I did. And I tried to figure it out because I've been really ecstatic about having no pain, literally no pain at all. A little bit of nerve pain, for a minute or two. That's all. But I think what happened is we had a storm here, and I think we had a big drop in barometric pressure, and I know that that can aggravate arthritis. So I've had nothing since. I'm back to, you know, nearly perfect. To like, you know, 5 to 8 years younger. So I'm really thrilled about that. Now I'm going to watch the weather a little bit differently, I think, to see how that works.
You know, maybe put a heating pad when it gets like that, like in the evening or something. Because, you know, I just learned that I have arthritis in my lower back. And I think that that's why it was bothering me, because the temperature dropped here and it was rainy and cold. So it was a damp cold. And that was bothering me. Oh, by the way, you guys, it was it's a gland. It's the salivary gland had a little bit of a blockage in it or something, I guess.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, that's what that was.
Did you have to do an antibiotic or?
No, no, it's just, he just, sometimes there's these little crystals, I guess, in your salivary glands. And if they can come up and go through that tiny little tube, and then it swells. So when it swells, then nothing can release.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what happened. It got swollen, and then I actually finally broke down and took some ibuprofen, which I haven't been trying to take anything during this thing. I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, I don't want to take anything, but it actually helped. Oh, and I'm sleeping well too. I didn't mean to cut you off. So that's all I have to say now.
That's great. That's great. About how many hours are you sleeping? Do you know?
Well, I'm waking up at like 5.
Yeah.
So, and if I get up and go pee, which isn't as often, I can fall right back to sleep, which he was saying. That's super, I'm really stoked about that. Because before, if I had to pee, I would try not to get up because I knew I wouldn't fall back asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, back in the day. Yeah. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go pee because I want to sleep. But now I'm like in and out of the bathroom, back, you know. So
that's great.
Maybe, you know, it might be like 7 hours.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, for me, I'm only sleeping about 5 hours, but I'm waking up with plenty of energy, and I'm not waking up to pee at all. And I used to get up twice. So that's real different. I went into this thing of really needing some variety, and I tell you, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have so much cauliflower. I went someplace and they had all these huge heads of cauliflower for $1 each.
You're kidding.
I bought
cauliflower $6 here right now. $6.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Even for conventional is $5.99.
Wow.
Yeah. So I gotta maybe go to the farmer's market tomorrow and see what they got.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I really want some.
Had them for $3 a head, but you know, Sky had this huge box, and they were $1 each, and they were both the green kind, that bright green, and the white. So I got 2 of each. And one of the things, I've never been one to eat just a traditional bacon and eggs or sausage and eggs and hash brown breakfast. I always do something different, and I always thought of breakfast cereal as something you snack on when you're watching TV. I never liked it with milk. So, but suddenly I really wanted potatoes. So what I did was I riced that broccoli raw, and I stir fry. I put coconut oil in the pan on about medium. How do you rice it? Well, I just put it in the chopper and let it just small amount. Sure. But you can also use a grater. It just makes a big mess unless you have a giant bowl.
Sure, right.
So I riced it, and then raw, and then I put it raw in medium and not very thick, too, a thinner layer in the bottom of a pan with coconut oil, and I used onion salt. I didn't do any onions because I was concerned about the water and the onions making it too soupy. And so I used onion salt, and I got it good and brown on one side and flipped it on the other side, and I had hash browns. They just happened to be cauliflower hash browns, and they were delicious.
Yummy.
So I did that. I sauteed some
that's
spinach,
better.
and I had a poached egg. So that was a good filling breakfast. So the other thing that gave me variety was, since I was having fun ricing all this amazing amount of cauliflower, I put a little coconut oil in a small frying pan, and I got the panch pur and all the herbs from the Indian seeds, and I put them in there and put a lid halfway on, so when they popped, they wouldn't pop everywhere. And then when I was finished frying up cauliflower, I put that on top with the coconut oil and then a little garam masala, and that stuff is fantastic. It was so good, I made a whole nother batch and put it in a container with a lid in the refrigerator so I could just have it anytime. So that was really good.
Yeah.
An interesting thing, I'm not really sure about myself in ketosis because I'm really not losing much weight, but boy, am I losing inches. Last
Isn't that
Friday,
weird?
I know last Friday I had already lost 11 inches, and almost all of it is off my torso. As of this Friday, I've lost 4 more inches. So I've lost 15 inches off my body. That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's so great. And
Yeah.
just keep
So-
looking at those positives. And, it sounds like even if you aren't losing weight, pounds, like Eric said, you put all that water into your bones and your organs and your muscles.
I'm making progress, but nobody 5'3" should weigh 180 pounds, So I definitely, I'm definitely looking forward to losing the weight. But the inches have been really a motivator. I put on something and it's loose, and then they put it on a week later and it's really loose. I go, wow, this is amazing. And then I get back on the scale. So I'm just going to keep measuring myself and not spend so much time on the scale looking at it.
I think that's a good idea. If you just wait a couple weeks
Yeah.
before you get on the scale, and because you don't want to stress about that either.
Yeah, exactly. I am experiencing this every other day constipation. And of course, my go-to thing is fruit, and I'm not doing that. I've tried to increase spinach a lot because spinach more than other greens helps me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do both do a bath with Epsom salt, and I take magnesium, but it may be just
How much water are you drinking?
I'm drinking about 48 ounces. I never got to 64. I never could. I mean, I got to 52 one day or.
Well, maybe you
something.
should try to drink just a little bit more because, see, the fruit coming out means there's less water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I honestly had to drink more water, and I drink a half a gallon a day, and I had to bump it up.
Wow.
I mean, I know.
Are you you are taking magnesium also?
Yeah.
You're taking supplements more than you, or?
Yeah, I'm taking magnesium, so there's no problem there. I don't think there'd be a problem there, but I think part of it is that I'm not one to normally eat just meat and vegetables.
Right.
So, and also not drinking coffee or caffeine. I mean, coffee was like, okay, I drank my coffee, now I'm going to the bathroom. So,
right.
That's different.
Well,
any intentional movement? Have you been doing any kind of?
I can't hear you, Mel.
Any kind of intentional movement? Any stretching or?
Oh yeah. Monday night was hard with the pain. Tuesday, I just didn't want to do anything. And it was raining. But since then, yeah, I've been doing a number of things. I worked in my garden for 2 days. I pulled all the weeds, or not all of them because they're faster than I am. But, I pulled weeds. I did some rearranging things in my garage. I did a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Today I noticed I have a bruise on my arm that I have no idea how I got. So I was moving around at a pretty good pace. I didn't go for a walk. I went over to the mall because I thought, well, I'm just going to walk that mall. But they had all those slippery signs everywhere because so much water had been tracked in. And I just thought, I'm not going to walk. I didn't have the right shoes to feel like I wanted to walk around and take a chance with those signs every 20 feet. So I just
any stress?
I just picked up more vegetables and came home for that one.
Do you have any stress in your life right now?
The only thing that probably not that much. I do have and I like it a lot. I have a rowing machine. And so I can sit and row, and actually I'll get in, if I do it for a while, I don't watch TV, but I listen to music. So if I do it for a while, I can get in the zone, and I don't even notice. A lot of time will go by. It gets a rhythm, and I'm just kind of really on the sea. And I think it's pretty good stretching for me. It's the same stretch, of course, over and over. Now, the reason I got the rowing machine is that the arthritis in my right knee, which is, of course, my driving leg, is substantial. And so with a rowing machine, I can just depend on my left leg. If my right starts to bother me, I can still fully row. And so when I had the treadmill, I gave up the treadmill. That was pointless. When my knee was bad, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk on it for more than maybe 6 or 7 minutes. And it takes up so much room. So the rowing machine has turned out a lot better. I have to pick up some bands, some stretching bands.
Yeah.
I have a video that's pretty good, and I thought I'd use that with some bands. And the ones I've had are not good. Nope, they're starting to, be lax, to break.
Yeah, I would, maybe try a little more movement, and then, like Andrea said, drink the water and just know that.
Maybe increase maybe get a small alkagizer too, because I'm doing the alkagizer always at the same time. I probably should vary that a little bit.
Well, every time I've ever heard that constipation, it's just that we need to increase the water. Every time, every doctor, everybody I've ever, whenever there's constipation. And I know it's a bummer to have to do that, but also just take a spoonful of coconut. That's what helped me, I think. That's why I'm not constipated.
Coconut oil, yeah.
I just bumped up my water and I took a spoonful of coconut oil. And it lubricates.
Yes.
It's like dipping a softball in oil. I know that's really gross, but it's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do love it. I mean, I have no problem taking a spoonful.
Mm-hmm.
When I use it for something and I'm scooping it out, whatever's left on the spoon goes right in my mouth. It does taste yummy. It feels good in my throat.
Right.
Yeah.
To just try that for a couple of days and see if it makes a change. And yeah. And when I walk around a bit, sometimes if I usually have to go to the bathroom right when I wake up. It's crazy. I'm pretty lucky like that. But if I don't and I'm jamming around, doing stuff and then running and putting stuff in the laundry, and then I'm putting on an egg or going and doing, and all of a sudden it's happened. And I'm not even out for a walk. I'm just running around the house doing stuff, and then wham. So
that's how I use it.
Yeah. So that's kind of my coffee. As far as that goes.
I did take the lemon out completely. The whole week I've had no lemon at all.
You know what, you guys? I only have Myers lemon.
Yeah.
That could be it, Andrea. That could totally be it, because they are sweet. It's almost like an orange.
I know.
I think they're a cross actually between a tangerine and a lemon.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely take those out, because I know you got a bunch of them, but give them.
I do.
That's what I do too, and I just.
Um,
Very well could be it because they
yeah, I just got a new customer and she's got a Myers lemon tree and she gave me a huge bag and I was stoked. And that's the thing is that I really, the lemon really just covers up all the bitter greens in my alkagizer.
Yeah.
But I'll just throw in a bigger chunk of ginger, I guess.
Yeah. Now, do you put avocado in it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love the avocado in it. It really takes the bitterness away from me.
I think
that
it does.
avocado.
I think it does too. I'm thinking maybe I could try some mint and ginger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that
Cilantro.
on my next one.
The basil.
Yeah,
Basil.
yeah.
I put mint and cilantro in it.
Oh, basil. Yeah, I do. The cilantro doesn't seem to show up. I have to put a really ton of it in. I guess maybe I'm immune. I love it so much. I have to have it.
Parsley too. Parsley's
Yeah.
nice too.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. In fact,
Okay.
I baked some chicken, and I put that Sandy's parsley garlic spread on it.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's fantastic. I really like that.
That's a really good idea. Just put it on a piece of baked chicken.
Yeah. Oh, it was so nice.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Andrea, I just got more basil so I can try the pesto again after I ruined it.
I got bummed out about that. Like that just turned me off. Actually, I don't even care about pesto right now.
I'm pretty bummed too, but it was so yummy that I was craving it, so I'm trying it again. I'm wondering if I spun it too much, if it got heated up.
I don't know what happened. It's such a basic thing. I mean, and we both did it. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I almost felt like there was something wrong with my garlic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
that
very well could have been it too.
But I've never had that. I've never had I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. I can usually figure things out, and that just, I had to let it go because it didn't make any sense to me at all. Like, how come they ruin this easy thing? And you know what's really funny too is that all the easy houseplants, like I can grow all kinds of stuff, but the stuff that is supposed to be like, you don't have to do anything to this and it'll just grow, and I kill those things. I'm like, what is the deal with the easy stuff? I don't know what to do. It's funny.
That's funny. So I know that spring is super boring and it's kind of hard to find a variety of foods.
How long are we in spring? Are you allowed to tell us? Darn.
I actually like it.
Yeah, I like it too because it feels cleansing to me.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
I like it because I don't feel hungry. I do want variety because it gets boring, but I'm trying to do the variety with herbs and spices rather than, to kind of go back to the old stuff. I'm going to try some cauliflower with some, Italian herbs that have been soaked in oil, just in coconut oil, because the cauliflower is dry and you don't want it to turn into mashed potatoes or something. You want some texture. But I'm trying to do it that way. But what I like is I don't feel much hunger. I eat because I know I'm supposed to.
Right.
And most of the time when I'm feeling something, I'm just feeling thirsty.
Yeah. And the variety is huge, though, and that's exactly the way to cure it is through the different spices and trying out different veggies. Like when you go to the farmer's market, try something that you've never tried before or that you haven't tried for a long time. Or like Andy B, trying Brussels sprouts when she kept saying adamantly how much she can't stand them. And she tried them again and she likes them. So now, her taste has changed. So just keep changing it up as much as you can. And I love that everyone keeps sharing recipes and sauces and different things because that and everyone's being hunter-gatherer. Everybody's contributing. Everybody's coming up with different ideas and different things to make. That's fabulous.
Yeah, I made your buns.
Yeah.
I made them. I like them. In fact, I like them just warmed I was thinking, how do I have a potato substitute that I might want in the morning? And I just liked them all by themselves. They were good.
Yeah, I agree. And also I heated them up in the toaster oven until they were like almost, cut in half. I made them smaller actually, so they were a lot thinner.
Yeah.
Cut in half and then browned on the inside. So they were almost
Mm-hmm.
crumbly. I put that over soup too to give sort of a crumbly texture.
Yeah.
Almost a bread-like texture.
I put almond butter on one of them.
Ooh.
It was good. Just on half, I just cut it in half. And then I put it in the toaster oven. It was nice and warm. And I put the almond butter and it kind of melted in. It was really good.
Mm.
I mean, honestly, cauliflower is such a great thing. You can use it to thicken up your soup, to make it more of a creamy texture.
Yeah.
You can make mashed potatoes with it, mashed cauliflower. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with it. We're getting
creative. And also fried rice out of it,
Oh yeah.
Hey, Paula, I was just at my my girlfriend's a couple days ago, and she pulled out. She goes, "I have a snack for you if you want a snack," and it was roasted cauliflower. She roasted it in the oven with cumin and paprika and salt.
Oh, I bet that was great.
And then so she just ate it like popcorn.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so it's like for a snack,
That's
what I've been wanting, but all the cauliflower is like $6, so I'm like, I guess I'm not having that cauliflower.
With cumin and paprika, you said?
Yeah, I think she said paprika, or would it be cayenne?
Cayenne would.
I'm gonna have to ask.
That one gives it a little hot.
Yeah, I think you could do either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even both.
But it's a different flavor than you're used to on the cauliflower. But it's it's just a little bowl of crumbly cauliflowers roasted, and then you could just eat them up.
Yeah.
Instead of nuts all the time,
Yeah, that sounds yummy.
I know, and I could take some in a Ziploc to the movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so because I went to the movies with nothing. It was like, I'm like, I can't even chew gum or anything. And the popcorn's wafting. Everyone's eating popcorn. It was okay. I didn't really want it. It didn't smell as good to me as it used to.
How are you feeling not smoking?
I feel fine.
Good.
Sometimes I get people push my button here and there, and I feel like I could love to have a beer and a cigarette right then, but I don't. It passes.
Good.
Definitely. Yeah. So it's nothing I can't handle. It's just, I just like to smoke cigarettes and drink beer. I just like it.
Yeah.
So it's just a thing I like to do.
Yeah.
I don't like to think that I'm a smoker, but I like to smoke when I drink beer. But I don't have to. I don't have to.
I miss the beer and I miss the wine to an extent. But one of the things for me when I did quit smoking, when I had quit smoking, is that I realized that it is stressful to always trying to figure out when I could have another cigarette.
It is, and it took away from my family a lot. I realized.
Yeah. And so when I didn't have that stress, I actually, felt better.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
The other thing I did was and it became a big motivator. It's kind of a weird thing, that I had a pickle jar, and I started, every time I wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes, I'd put the money for the pack of cigarettes in that jar. And it ended up to be a lot of money. And I had decided that's my money. I'm going to play with that money. I'm going to do something validating with that money. So I went to Bodega Bay.
Good job.
That's a great idea, Paula. That's wonderful. Yeah. Like just switching the habit to something that you're rewarding yourself with a little.
Yeah. I did that last time I quit. I didn't put it in a jar per se, but every weekend I would go and buy myself like a plant or something instead of like a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I should have stockpiled the money, but I didn't. Would have been, yeah.
one thing that Morgan went to get Indian food the other day, and they had these little packets of, like after dinner mint kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
What are those candies that are the black licorice that are Good and Plenty? They had almost like little miniature Good and Plenties, the teeny tiny ones mixed in with fennel seed.
Right. I just saw those.
So I picked out the fennel seed, and I was like, oh my gosh, what a treat. That was quite a treat. And I didn't see that it was not on the list. I need to double check that.
Well, phenols coated in colored sugar are very common. I have a whole big jar of them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
If you go to like the international market, has little, they're like little Good and Plenties. They're little, I don't know how they do it. It takes a lot of work. They're little candy coated fennel seeds.
That's right. They were Good and Plenties. I didn't bite into one. I took the fennel. So that's what they are. They're candy coated fennels.
Yeah.
Good and Plenty is candy coated licorice, but the little ones are candy coated fennels. Yeah.
I thought they were miniature Good and Plenties.
Oh,
if you really like that
funny.
fennel seed, you can put fennel seeds in a small container just with coconut oil and let them sit overnight or for 2 days, and they'll be softer and they taste really good, and they have no sugar that way.
Yummy. They're so good to chew on. I love them. And they're so good. And Rich's mom makes a salad dressing with fennel seeds.
Their fennel is wonderful.
And it's so good, just for a different flavor.
I made a cabbage caraway soup, and there wasn't much I could put in it, so I thought I'd fill it up. I just put the onions and garlic and did I put green bell peppers? No, I didn't do that. So I threw. I had this whole bag of like psychedelic cauliflower. Yeah, it was like purple and green, and I just put that in there, and it was very good. And it was sweeter than I had remembered because my taste buds had changed, but it was pretty good. My mom used to make it when I was young. And so I did that to have a soup. And I made a meatloaf last night out of ground turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. We ate the whole thing. I could have just sat there and ate slices. It's weird because there's nothing to do except for snack on meat. So I'll just want to I'll just eat a meatloaf.
Eat a meatloaf. I love it.
Yeah, having a meatloaf.
Okay.
God.
You're going to crave meat more right now.
Yeah.
One thing also.
It's terrible because I don't have any variety here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing you might want to look at also is the cabbage, especially if you're using the purple cabbage. Sometimes it can be sweet.
Yeah, I only use the green. I'm not really a big fan of the purple as much.
But if you're not flipping the switch, you might want to take that out too. I know.
The cabbage?
Well, if you're not flipping, it could be sweet.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Some people are just a lot more stubborn. Their little switch is not
okay
easy to turn. But you can see how it's going with the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And
I haven't had this much trouble dropping weight before. I mean, like when I'm doing stuff like this is like the hardest time I've had.
It's just getting the first time flipping your switch, and it'll be easier after this. But I know it's hard. Just stay with it. It's going to happen. It will. It really will. And you're still getting benefits from it while you're waiting for it to flip.
Well, I'm going to take out the lemon too, starting. Well, there's already lemon in the Alka-Geyser for tomorrow morning, but I'm not going to use it anymore after that. So I'll see what happens there.
I bet that will make a big difference. I bet that is it, because those are really sweet. I'm sure that's it. I bet that is.
Okay.
I would take that out first before, because cabbage is a nice texture thing. So
yeah, and I don't eat it that often.
Right.
Actually, it's funny because that last time when I lost 14 pounds, I was eating fruit and cabbage. But I was pretty high up there. I was at 174. That's not a range that I normally hang out at. So this is, my body wants to be at 160. It's like doesn't want to let go of it. It loves 160. I don't love 160, but my body does.
It'll let go of it.
It strives to get back there.
It will. It'll let go of it. Just stay with it.
So Melanie, you were saying after you flip the switch, somehow your body gets the message and flips faster in the future?
Yes. Yes, it does. It gets a lot easier. Every time you do it, it gets easier.
Oh, that's good. That's really good news.
And you start to learn also what you can tolerate and what you can't. And it's weird because I'm doing what I did before, but mine switched off. I definitely can tell it switched off. So I thought that it might not have even switched on, but I thought that it had because I had lost some weight, but I put a little bit back on and I've been really, really good. So I don't know what happened, but you know what? I did eat some Meyer lemon too, and I'm wondering if that was it.
I'm wondering, yeah. Well, I think I may have been there when I went through that manic phase, and then something threw me back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It could be the slightest little thing that some spice had some sugar in it, or, who knows? Or the coconut milk that I ate. Maybe it wasn't as pure as some other coconut I had in the past.
I made the eggplant, but I didn't eat it.
We're supposed to be able to eat coconut meat too. The nut.
Unless we're not flipping the switch.
Right. That's the sweetest thing that I can find. These coconut chips, they don't have any sugar at all. They're just straight coconut, 100%. And when I chew them, if I suck on them, I feel like there's sugar in there.
Yeah. So you probably want to take that out.
Yeah, I'm not going to have those. I haven't had those. Yeah. I haven't had any of those today.
Yeah.
So. Oh, excuse me.
So just stay with it. And
I will.
I know it's kind of hard, but you guys are doing awesome. And try all those different spices. Keep sharing the recipes too, and different ideas of what you can do. And
okay.
The biggest thing also is if you're struggling or you're having bad cravings, reach out. Go to the Facebook group, and it's really cool because other people are probably feeling the same way, and everybody here is so great. There's so much support. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Cool. So did you guys want to have anything else you want to share or have any other questions?
I'm good.
Me too.
I'm going to go to my gym and sit in my hot tub in the gym.
Good for you.
Right now.
And keep doing, that's a big thing too, is keep breathing, keep taking care of yourself. And drink tons of water and get lots of rest. Plenty of time to rest. Sorry about my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, take a nap if you need to. Okay?
Okay. Love you, Mel.
Okay.
Have an awesome weekend. I love you too.
Bye, Paula.
Love you,
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.
Bye. Good night. Next week.
How are you doing, Mel?
Good. Wait, let me turn this on.